Hello, my name is Tim Sandle and I'm head of sterility assurance and also QA compliance here at Elstree, and it's my great pleasure to introduce this year's contamination control and sterility assurance initial training or refresher training, depending where you are on your career journey. 10 essential points that are kind of drawn out from this series of training modules. So the first one is that we have to pull all of our contamination and sterility assurance concerns together into a cohesive strategy, and that's called a contamination control strategy, and we have one of these in place on the site. The other important thing, the second one if you like, which is demonstrated very admirably in some of the training, is that if you're working in unidirectional airflow, and unidirectional airflow is designed to protect the product, is that you need to be very careful with your movements, because if you move in certain directions you will disrupt what's called first air, the first line of defence. The third point is that wherever we can, we should separate people from product and use barrier technologies like ramps and isolators. The fourth point is that we need to conduct environmental monitoring in order to show that our areas, our clean rooms, are in control, and this extends all the way down to media fills. But gathering environmental monitoring can be meaningless if we're not taking samples in the right locations and if we're not looking at the data. So when you see environmental monitoring happening around you, then it's designed to show that we're still in control, that we have good detection. Okay, number 6 on the list is the importance of cleaning and disinfection. So cleaning always has to come before disinfection. Disinfectants don't work very well on dirty surfaces. Some of the disinfectants we use are not too nice, but we need to use those in order to destroy bacterial spores. The 7th is about ourselves, in that we need to gown correctly, and we need to gown in a way where we're not going to try and create contamination or recontaminate our gowns. So observance of good gowning practices is really important. The 8th thing on the list is the importance of quality risk management. So we should always understand the risk of what we're going to do. This is particularly important if we're going to do something unusual. So it's always think before we act, what could go wrong, and always have the patient in mind. The 9th point is all about data integrity, because if we're not confident with the data we've got, we won't understand how good it is at detecting problems. So if we hear alarms, we need to respond to them, particularly pressure alarms, which can signal the drawing in of dirty air into an area, and also with particle alarms. And then the 10th point is continuous improvement. So we in the sterility assurance team are always open to new ideas, and please reach out to the team members you're going to be seeing with ideas and suggestions to improve contamination control. So look forward to the content. There are some new modules this year looking into cleaning, which has been revised, about aseptic sampling through sector, particle control in clean rooms, and the best practices for setting up. So let's go to the first module.